Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Sunday, October 26th, 2025. So, were you suitably impressed by today's crossword?
I was certainly impressed with the theme. I was very impressed with that. And the puzzle was good too. It was a good, challenging Sunday for me. We had a couple of places where we just didn't know what was going on, but we eventually sussed it out and got it right. But
well, good.
Yeah, there were a couple of places where it's like,
such as
not sure we had real words in the squares. So,
such as
a 101 down, which was maroon in a way, and it was ensile.
No. Enile.
Enile. Is that how you pronounce it?
I presume.
Oh, yeah, enile.
Right.
Yeah. So that was not a word I was familiar with.
No, I thought it was a great word, though. And of course, we have to ask, was that a debut? And the answer is no, it was not.
Maybe they used it in the 1940s or 50s.
It has appeared a total of 85 times.
Wow.
Although it's been 10 years since it last appeared.
Oh, wow.
And then they sort of hit it. Let's see, the first time it appeared was actually in 1946. Place apart, or isolate, or make an island of, those sort of things.
Enile. Yes. Another one that I wasn't quite sure on, but I just filled it in because it seemed to be right. 5 down, like the most pedantic pendant.
The pettiest.
The pettiest.
Yes.
So, anyway, I wasn't quite sure on that either, but that's what I put in, and eventually it worked.
Yep.
So yeah, there were just some little challenging areas there. We had a lot of trouble in kind of the mid-center, like 41 across and 48 across and 36 down. It just wasn't gelling, but eventually we got it. But
yeah, 36 down was Oprah or Ellen, and first I went for TV host before TV star.
We couldn't get any in the first 3 letters.
Oh.
So we had tar.
Okay,
so what could Ellen and Oprah be that would end in tar? So we figured,
tar.
It would be star, but then we only had 2 letters to work with. And so and we were pretty sure the first one was T.
Right.
And so it's like a 2-star, but eventually we figured out TV star. But the other reason we're having trouble was because of one of the themed clues. So maybe I should talk about the theme just a minute, and then we can get back to that. But the name of the puzzle was Talking About My Generation, which I think was a song by The Who, right?
Yes.
Yes. And it was by Gary Larson and Doug Peterson. And you certainly were talking about all kinds of different generations in here, because all of the themed clues were related to a generation, starting back with the baby boomers and then moving through the Gen Z and X and all the other gens and the millennials and etc. So each generation has its own little buzzwords, and they chose one of them that actually fit into a common phrase, and then they made a funny clue about it. So the first one was 23 across. Great job selecting a person of the year. And that was from the baby boomer generation. And it was right on time. So right on time. Time, of course, being the magazine that chooses the person of the year. So, but right on time is, of course, a common phrase. So, and then we had 32 across, relax on a plane. And that was Gen X. And that was chill in the air. or chill in the air, but chillin' was their word. And then we had, this was the one that was giving us trouble, abruptly end all communications with DEA agents, and that was the millennials. And we had Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
So ghost being the buzzword for them. And then we also had 71 across, awesome after dark, another Gen X phrase, fly by night.
That was good.
Yeah, And then we had 87 across, which was one assessing the number of hotties at a party. That was a Gen Z phrase, snack counter.
That was just a little weird.
Yes, snack counter. I guess snack is a hottie, and they're counting them, so snack counter. And then we had a 104 across, promoting a romantic connection between characters played by actors Nathan and Diane. And this was a millennial phrase or buzzword, shipping lanes.
Mm-hmm.
The two actors there, Nathan Lane and Diane Lane, but shipping lanes. And then we finally had 116 across, leave just after the first person. And that was a boomer, a buzzword, and that was split second. Split second. So leave after the first person.
Right.
So anyway, it was very, very cute. And once we worked through those couple of places that were just a little challenging for us, it solved right away. We didn't have any mistakes, so that was good.
Well, good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I thought it was okay. I had a mistake, and it took me about an hour to find.
Oh dear.
So that sort of slightly has colored my impression of this crossword. But I mean, it's my fault. But I was working through it, and I was thinking, I'm going to nail this. I've got every single answer correct.
Oh.
And but there was just one mistake with 104 across. That was the promoting a romantic connection. And I looked at promoting, and I thought it was sort of like shopping around something.
Oh.
So I had shopping lanes, which I'm not entirely sure what a shopping lane is. But I was thinking about, like at the checkout.
Yes.
Those are lanes.
Yes, I suppose.
Of a sort. But 106 down, one of the sisters in Chekhov's Three Sisters. Well, sure, one of them was Irina, but Orina is the lesser known of the sisters. Actually, the original title was Four Sisters.
I was going to say maybe she was the fourth sister.
She was the fourth sister. Or maybe it was 3.5. She was like that. She was like a stepsister or something.
Right.
But so, anyways, that was extremely annoying because there were a few other places where I was just like, I don't, at a certain stage, you just start to doubt everything. Mm-hmm. And at one point, I'm like, okay, did I type a 0 instead of an O? Right, it was one of those crosswords. So, but that's just the way it goes.
Yep.
Let's see, what else was... I did eventually remember 21 across, Bob or Helen in The Incredibles. I started off with Ross.
Oh.
And then went to Parr.
Yes.
Did you know Parr right away?
No, but our daughter did. That was one of her favorites growing up. So.
And that crossed with 12 down, Singer, Page, or LaBelle. And just to give you an idea of how desperate I was trying to think, it is P-A-T-T-I, right? I said to myself.
Yeah.
And yes, it is self, I said back to myself. Even though I wanted to throw, at one point I had a chili with a Y.
Oh.
Chili in the air.
Yes, we put in Patty with an I, and then I thought, I think Patty Page was with a Y.
No, it's an I.
But then we changed it back to an I because we were both pretty sure Patty LaBelle was with an I. So, so yeah.
Yeah, but at some point, I just start to doubt all of my spelling skills. So I'd like to apologize to my grade 2 teacher. Like, for example, 67 across greed, avarice. And I'm like, I think it's Avarice.
Yep.
And then I threw in an E there because I was deciding maybe I've forgotten how to spell Ethiopian for 26 down. That was Addis Ababa residents.
Right.
And so I thought, well, maybe it's with a Piens. And I'm like, get a grip. It is not avarice, it is avarice. So, so a major struggle. And 72 down, breed of Smokey, the first known therapy dog, familiarly, was Yorkie.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, it's got to be Yorkie. But that I ran into a word I was unfamiliar with, 95
Me too.
across,
Yeah.
ancient Greek tunic, a chiton or a chiton.
Or maybe chiton, since it was Greek.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, but I had to get all that through the crosses because I had no idea.
Did we
I
have...
wanted to say toga.
Right. And actually, that's interesting because that crossed with 89 down, X's to Aphrodite was Chi's, C-H-I-S.
That's right, yes.
So I don't know if that was, if those two sort of derived from the same origin, the same root. You think they would.
Yeah, maybe.
100 down, the location of the Malleus, Incus, and Stapes, the ear.
Right.
And I refuse to let go of that. I'm like, I'm sorry, the answer to that is ear. I don't care what anyone says. But actually, the crosses around there weren't too bad. I thought it was interesting. You know, we had 99 across, blank weenie, teeny weenie. And then we had 126 across. We was eensy.
Eensy, yes. Yes, we tried to put teensy in there too, but of course it didn't fit.
Right.
So we had tensy. But yes, we were, and then I thought, well, maybe it's itsy, but that didn't fit. But it turned out to be eensy.
Right.
Eensy weensy.
Actually, tensy is how I sort of felt while doing this crossword.
Right.
You know, it's a funny thing. I mean, I think most people would probably agree that Saturdays was way harder than this.
Saturdays. Oh, definitely.
I found this way harder. I mean, I just, because there was a lot of sort of pop culture like references, and it was bigger.
Sure.
And just, I don't know, I just found it way harder. So
It's
it must just be how my brain is wired or not wired. I like 94 down, books with legends, atlases.
Yes.
That was a nice one.
Our daughters say, why do they have what was it? Books with
With legends?
Yes, She said, well, why do they have that? And I think she's probably never actually seen an atlas.
Really? We should show her one.
Good Google Maps, and that's about it.
Right. Yeah, they don't really have great legends. Those legends, they were legendary. We had 85 across. Green opening was whole. I thought that was good.
Right, yes. Yes, that was like a, head slap. Like, oh, that kind of green, yes.
And then 63 down, it holds the line, was clothespin.
Yeah.
That was pretty straightforward. Did you know 73 across, the toy with barista and dog trainer versions? Ken doll?
No.
Oh. I thought that was cute, though.
Yep. 40 down was a head honcho, top banana.
Yes.
I like that one.
And next to that, source of hang on, I'm going to need a run up to this word. Source of onomatopoeic words. I don't think that's right. Let's see, it's onomatopoeia, so it ought to be so it ought to be onomatopoeic.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we should just cut out the last 30 seconds of this conversation so people don't have to listen to me learning how to read. The source of onomatopoeic words was sounds.
Yep.
I'm exhausted just trying to say onomatopoeic. I'm going to say that a few more times until I've got it right.
Right. Okay.
We had 67 down. Kidnap was abduct.
Yep.
And that's where I was like, maybe it's abduce, and maybe chion is what the Greeks used to wear. That was as I was struggling towards the end there. We had 113 down. Often skinned body part was a knee.
Yes. Yes, we got that right.
Did you? I did not. And I still don't know what 119's getting at. Arcade game with pressure sensors for the feet, familiarly, was DDR.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Would that have been, what generation would that have been from?
Not ours.
I don't belong to any of these generations, to be honest.
No, but I thought 46 down was kind of funny. The headline, Kids Make Nutritious Meals, example, ambiguity.
Yes. You know,
Kids make nutritious meals or kids make nutritious meals.
you know, if it weren't for that, I first read that and I wasn't really paying attention to the EG, and I thought, that's grammatically incorrect. It should be ambiguous. But then I'm like, oh, I see the headline, for example, and that would be an example of ambiguity.
Mm-hmm.
We had one clue that I really appreciated, 47 down, run off with, was filch.
Yes.
And I appreciated it because it was the end of 45 across, a frozen character who says, I like warm hugs, and it's Olaf.
Right.
And I'm always, is it Olaf or is it Olav?
Oh, in the movie it's Olaf.
Right. But because I had the filch, I didn't have to sort of contemplate that.
Right.
I will tell you, though, the one word that this always causes problems for me, 82 down, sheltered side. I know it's Lee. Is it Lee or Lea?
Mm-hmm.
And that crossed with 96 across, absolutely. And so I thought, oh, it's yes. But then I thought it could be Yas, like Yas Queen.
Yes.
So, but it was indeed yes, and it was Lee, Lee. So Lea is what, a grassy area?
Mm-hmm.
I think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to keep those two separate. So, this was by Gary Larson and Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Gary Larson has done 11 of these, and Doug Peterson has done 59.
Wow.
And Gary Larson, about half of his crosswords have been collaborations with someone else. I think mainly Doug Peterson.
Well, they do a good job together.
Yes. So this was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that is it for today then. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Remember, you can always get a hold of us, crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com, or click on the Send Fan Mail link. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Monday's crossword, as well as the announcement of our Jam Cotwa for the previous week. All that will be happening tomorrow.
Bye-bye.